You'll be relieved to know that the answer is no. You're not stuck with the amount of subsidy that you agreed upon when you finalized your adoption, however many months or years ago that was. A modification of an adoption assistance agreement is permitted under Chapter 10, Section 18 of Indiana's Child Welfare Policies. Modification of adoption assistance agreements is permitted under Chapter 10, Section 18 of Indiana's Child Welfare Policies. The process is fairly easy, and you might even be able to do it without having to pay for an attorney. Subsidy modifications are allowed to occur once every 12 months until the subsidy agreement is no longer in effect. That's usually when the child turns 18. In order to request a subsidy modification, something about your financial circumstances has to have changed. Maybe your income has gone down, expenses have gone up. Those would be reasons why your financial situation would be different. Now, I'm going to provide you here with a quick step-by-step on what you need to do in order to request that subsidy modification, but you'll also be able to find all that information below with the link provided. Step number 1 is to fill out the request for modification of the adoption assistance agreement form. That is State Form 56660. Step number 2 is to take that completed form and send it to the local office director of the county in which the child was a ward of when you adopted the child. Alternatively, you could also send it to the local office director for the county in which you currently live, or you can send it to the Adoption Assistance Negotiation Unit using the email address provided by clicking on the link in the description below. Step number 3 is for the local office director to make a determination whether or not a modification is warranted at this time. If they determine that a modification is warranted, then a payment request information form will be generated for you to fill out. If you recall, the payment request information form is the form you filled out when you initially negotiated subsidies, where you're basically pulling together all your financial information. Step number 4 is for the local office director to send the approved modification request along with your completed payment request information form to the Adoption Assistance Negotiation Unit for the case to then be assigned a negotiator and for subsidies to be renegotiated. Step number 5 is for you and the local office director to sign the new agreement based on the amount of subsidy that's renegotiated. And then the final step number 6, the local office director will send the completed subsidy modification agreement that's signed by all parties to the Central Eligibility Unit, and then they'll start processing the subsidy based on the newly agreed upon subsidy amount. All of this information can be found by clicking on the link in the description below or Googling Kirsh, Indiana adoption subsidy modification. That should take you to our website that provides all of those steps. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button below. It'd also be fantastic if in the comments below you let me know if you've ever tried to request a subsidy modification before and how that worked out for you. I think it'd be great if I started ending these videos with some artwork from your kids. If they'd like to put together some kind of picture and mail it to me, I'll start featuring it at the end of these videos. Just have them draw whatever they want to draw, put it together, and then on the back, put their initials and their age. I'll then, at the end of the video, open up those envelopes and share that artwork with everybody. It'll be great. That artwork can be mailed to this address right here. I really appreciate all of you taking the time to watch today. We'll see you next time, and I look forward to seeing some of that artwork come through.